In this lecture, we are going to design an 8 to 1 multiplexer using 4 to 1 multiplexer. Friends, in every video, I am also giving the explanation in the form of notes. The link is given in the description. Interested viewers may please download the notes. In this presentation, we'll implement an 8 to 1 multiplexer by using a 4 to 1 multiplexer. This is a special case in Mark's tree. Let's find out why we call it a special case. The procedure remains same that we followed in the last few presentation in designing any multiplexer. Here we require 8 by 1 mux which has 8 data lines, that is 8 input lines, so let n1 equal to 8. But what is available is 4 by 1 multiplexer which has 4 data lines, so let n2 equal to 4. The next step is to divide 8 and 4. You will get 2. Let me take this 2 again and divide by 4. You will get 0.5. We are doing all this to find out how many number of multiplexers to be used, because a 4 by 1 multiplexer has 2 select lines but 8 by 1 multiplexer need 3 select lines. So first we need to calculate how many multiplexers are to be used. So here one thing is clear, that we have to use 2.5 mux. But how are we going to use 2.5 mux is a $1 billion question. There is no 2.5 mux available. We need to design it. This means that all of the inputs of third 4 by 1 multiplexer cannot be used. So if you are going to use the third 4 by 1 multiplexer, all the inputs cannot be used. This is again a problem. So we cannot use this method to implement this particular case. So let us approach in a different way. We can use enable input to implement this. Let us see how we use the enable input. The most important and helpful part in this design is the multiplexer truth table. This table gives all the ideas to implement the higher order mux by using lower order mux. So first let us write the truth table for 8 by 1 mux. 8 by 1 multiplexer has 3 select lines S0, S1, S2. So possible combinations are 8, 0 to 7, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, and this is the output column. Now we have 4 to 1 multiplexers, two 4 to 1 multiplexers which have the inputs labeled as D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7 as shown in the circuit diagram. We can see that the enable input is given to the second multiplexer, which is nothing but our S2, the third select line, and the complemented enable input is given to the first multiplexer. So the logic here is clear. If this is enabled, this is disabled, and if this is disabled, this is enabled. That is, when first mux is enabled, second mux is disabled, and first mux is disabled, second mux will be working. Let us see what is the advantage of doing this. We need to see what is the advantage of doing this part. Look at the first 4 cases of the truth table when S2 equal to 0, 0, 0. Here the second mux will not work because S2 is 0, that is the enable is 0. The output is always 0 when the enable input is 0. But for the first mux, here the enable is 1. So the first mux is working. That is, the first mux is enabled and the second mux is disabled. So here the output depends on the select lines. The working is same as any other 4 by 1 multiplexer. Let us check for the cases. Let us check for the cases where case 1 S2 is 0, S1 is 0 and S0 is 0. In this case output should be from D0. Let us check. So in this case the second mux will not work. This is disabled because S2, that is the enable, is 0. But the input here to the first mux is 1. And the select lines are 0, 0. When the select lines are 0, 0, we know that the value on D0 appears at the output. Here the output is 0 and here the output is D0. So both are given to the OR gate. Therefore the output will be the value on D0. Consider another case when S2, S1, S0 is suppose 1, 0, 1. So here the output should be from D5. Let us check for that. Here S2 is 1, so this mux is enabled and obviously this is disabled because here the input is 0. So the output from the first multiplexer is 0. this is 1, so this is enabled, and the value is 0 1. 0 1 means 1, that is the first port, not the 0th port. The first port, which is D5, will be appearing at the output. Friends, please check 101 is nothing but 5, so the value from D5 will be the output. This way you can construct an 8 to 1 multiplexer using two 4 to 1 multiplexers.